Today we're going to be sewing together this fun pencil skirt. If you missed drafting it, make sure to check out that link. Hi, I'm Christina and I love to digitally apparel pattern in Adobe Illustrator to create my own pieces of wearable art. And today we're going to get sewing this pencil skirt, so let's get started.
After printing out and cutting out my patterns, I'm going to lay out some tracing paper, lay out my pattern on top of my fabric, and trace all the way around it. This way I'm tracing the top pattern with my pencil, and the tracing paper is tracing out the bottom pattern for me. Once I have those done, I'm going to pin the fabrics together so they don't move on me, and I'm going to move it over to the cutting surface. And I'm going to cut them out with a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to sew it. So I'm going to actually sew together my center front seam first. Normally when I make it out of real fabric, I wouldn't have a center front seam, but when I'm fitting something or doing a test, I like to have that center front seam for a little bit of wiggle room of fitting on the model or on my half scale in this case. Next, I'm going to do all the darts. So I'm going to back stitch at the top, and then I'm going to leave some long tails at the bottom, and I'm going to hand knot them off. This makes it so that there is not a lot of bulk at the points of each of those darts, and that you can then get a really nice, crisp, flat press on it. Then we have our last dart here. There we go. And now we're going to sew up those side seams. So I'm going to match up my stitch line to stitch line, and I'm going to then sew it on up. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, making sure those stitch lines match nice and neat, and it'll hug my form beautifully. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to sew just a tiny bit down at the very bottom of the center back seam. Not too much so that it is too hard to get onto my form. Now I'm going to give it a nice good press, because pressed items always look so much better on dress forms than not pressed items. And it'll help give that garment a crisp, professional look. There we go. Let's put it on the form. Woo! Look at how good she looks.
And there you have it. This cute little pencil skirt is so cute. I love how quickly these half scales go together, and you can see the shape and the fit on the half scale. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to like and subscribe so you can see other fun videos in digital apparel patterning and sewing some pieces of wearable art. I will definitely link some other fun stylish skirts down below that you can check out and maybe start patterning for yourself. So make sure to like and subscribe so I can see you in some of my other videos. Happy patterning!